YouTube, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm having some fun on the STI today. We're still obviously in this quarantine mode, so as you can imagine, my car hasn't been getting enough miles, and I take every chance I get to, you know, drive around, get those fluids moving and keep the cars in shape. I always say if you don't drive your cars, that's when things start breaking down. So cars are meant to be driven, drive them. Anyways, I have a short video for you today, and before I even get into that, I wanted to say thank you for all of you who have supported the channel so far. I have recently gone over the 1,500 subscriber mark, which is pretty cool, and I'm excited about that. So once again, thank you all for watching and, you know, leaving comments below and interacting and just keeping me motivated to continue to create content and, you know, keep this channel growing. Now for today's video, I wanted to touch on the subject of my new garage. And if you've been watching some of my most recent videos, you've probably noticed that I have been shooting from a different location. You've noticed that I have all my cars on the same place now finally, and the truth is that I have recently moved. Of course, I'm in a new home, new neighborhood, and I have an actual garage that I can drive and park my cars in and, you know, do some work in. So I just wanted to just make it official with this short vlog and kind of show you what it looks like and what my plans are for it, and of course what that means for me and for the channel going forward. And we're here, and you'll notice that I am about to go through the grass sideways, and the reason I'm doing this is not because my SUV is here blocking the way. It is because this car is so low that I cannot clear the approach, believe it or not. And let me show you why that is. And as you'll see here, right on the approach, I have this bit of an incline. It's a little windy today, so sorry about the noise. Anyways, you can see here there's a bit of a steep incline just as you're getting into the driveway, and my car just won't clear that. I noticed the first time I drove it to the house, of course. So I may have to do something about that. In the meantime, all I have to do is what you just saw me do, which is drive, you know, sideways here through the grass and onto the driveway. Anyways, here we are, and yeah, this is my new home. I have a pretty long driveway, which I am very happy about. As you can see here, I can fit probably about 4 cars comfortably just on the driveway alone, maybe even 5 cars. The M5 is sitting outside right now. I do have these massive trees that give me a little bit of shade, so the cars don't get a beating all day from the sun when they're outside. And we got the E30 here, loving its new home. Actually, all the cars are, and I can finally have all 3 cars in the same place, which is really for me the biggest benefit of this new house, to be honest. I was getting tired of having to, you know, drive over to the garage whenever I wanted to, you know, switch cars or anything. That would just add time for, you know, whatever it is I was doing. And sometimes, you know, you just want to, I don't know, have your cars right where you live, obviously. And as you'll see, this is just your average 2-car garage. Nothing fancy here, although it is quite special to me being the first one, and I am very excited to have this space now to work on my cars and create new videos. And you know, at the risk of stating the obvious, there's plenty of benefits from having this space. You know, we get tons of rain every year in Florida, so having a space that I can work indoors allows me to do work on my cars pretty much any day of the year, and I don't have to worry about the weather outside. And on, you know, very nice days such as this, it is still hot as hell, and working under the sun means you have almost half the energy because the sun is constantly eating that up as you're, you know, as it's beating you down while you're working on your car on hot pavement. So, you know, rain or shine, this is gonna be so much better. I also have a lot more space pretty much all over the place. You know, let me show you a little bit closer. A lot more space to keep, you know, car parts, tools, all kinds of things. In fact, I have all these boxes. These are all brand new parts, some used parts that I've sourced for upcoming projects, you know, on all 3 cars. I also have the opportunity now to use tools that I just wouldn't have been able to use before, like this quick jack that I'm so excited to finally own, and I'll have another video on that coming soon. But now I'll be able to, you know, lift my cars and be a lot more comfortable when working on them. So all in all, I have to say I am very excited to be using this as my new shop and recording studio, if you will. Couple of things though. Lighting here is not great. I only have this little LED light that I purchased, and you know, of course, if I open this door and the main garage door during the day, it kind of gives me enough light, but it's not great for film or recording. So as part of my first project, I'm gonna be installing some new lighting here on the garage so that I can see a little bit better myself, and for the videos to come out a lot better as well. Now, there is only one thing I didn't like about this garage, and of course us car guys always have to find something to complain about, but no, in all seriousness, I was hoping to fit all my cars in here, at least, you know, the 3 cars, not the SUV of course, but and the only way to do that would have been by installing a 4-post lift right on one side, right? So I could stack one car on top of another, and then have the other space for another car. But for that, you actually need certain height, ceiling height clearance, and I only have, I guess, a little bit short of 9 feet here, and it's just not enough for the 4-post lift, even for the smallest option I could find. So for the time being, I'm just gonna share this space with, you know, among all 3 cars, and the E30 of course will get preference and will always have a guaranteed spot in the garage. This one being, you know, the oldest of the bunch, is the one I need to really protect and preserve, and I'll just, you know, rotate between the Subaru and the M5 depending on what it is I'm doing with either car at any given time. And in case you're wondering whether I'm going to change the name of the channel now, the answer is absolutely not. Even though I do have a garage right now, the spirit lives on, and you don't need a garage to work on your cars, and if you do have one, you don't need a professional garage to do most work on your cars. So, you know, continue to try and learn and do it yourself whenever possible. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Once again, thanks for the support. Thanks for all of you who have subscribed. Drop the comments below as usual, and I will see you all on the next one. Peace.